We do have some incredible guests today and we're having a lot of fun competing in each other's sports. And right now we have some White Ferns cricket players for New Zealand. We have Amy Satterthwaite and Katey Martin. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us.
Not guns yet, so it's going all right.
I'm not
doing
looking good
all right. Well, what are the odds? How are you feeling?
I'm not feeling very good. I think I'm quite down the leaderboard, so I'm hoping that the netball is going to bump me up a little bit.
That's good point, good point. Okay, that sounds lovely. Now, you are representing New Zealand in cricket. What's the best part about that?
We get to travel around the world. We've been to some pretty cool places, South Africa, India, Australia, made some pretty good mates along the way, so we're very lucky to do this for a job. Awesome,
and you mentioned a couple of countries there. What country would you say is your biggest rival?
Well, it'll be close between England and Australia, but probably the Aussies. It's always a good battle against them and some good banter as well.
Absolutely. Aussies, eh? And if we're talking about things you do before the match, Dylan mentioned that Schmitty mentioned that he rubs his ears for good luck as a little bit of a ritual. Do any of you have any rituals that you do?
Yeah, I mean, cricket's a pretty superstitious sport, so I usually put my left pad on first before I go out to bat, but you're a bit more superstitious than I am, aren't you?
Yeah, my list is probably quite long, but I like to make sure that I'm wearing my helmet on the sideline before I go out to bat, and then I always make sure I get my gloves on before I walk over that white line, as they call it.
Wow, yeah. That's amazing. And do you feel that just makes you feel like you're ready and you've got everything, all your ducks in a row?
Yeah, it's like a little cue that you switched on, ready to go, because you could be sitting on the sideline for an hour watching everyone else play, so it's like that little cue to get going.
Oh, that's
a bit odd cricket is, I think.
And I actually heard that you are, Katey, you're a little bit cheeky on the field, so she's the wicket keeper. What sort of things do you do to, to help your team?
Yeah, I think part of the job as a wicket keeper is to talk lots, and I can definitely talk lots. Like to have a bit of banter with the batter, and a few choice words to keep them on their way. I think some good sledges are better batter and seen a better batter in a fish and chip shop. So heard that a few times out in the field.
Get it better if you don't get it better on your fish and chips. That is amazing. I'm going to use that when I'm going to watch the cricket and not cheering on the Aussies. That's awesome. And on the field, people may have seen when there's like a crazy high ball and you're running, and they call it a dive catch, where they jump in the air and they catch the ball and land and score a point per se for their team. Was that how you say it? A wicket?
Yeah,
you get a wicket.
Yeah.
What's the key to a good dive catch?
I think it's watching the ball all the way. Big hands nice and wide, and I guess when you hit the ground you hope that the ball doesn't pop out. So
does it count if the ball pops out when you hit the ground?
No, unfortunately not. No, so it's got to stay in your hand, and having no fear, letting yourself really let go.
That's good. Well, that's some good advice, and we're definitely going to have to test that out because we haven't done a cricket game yet. So are you keen to judge a game?
Yeah, I'm definitely keen. I might be a bit strategic about who we give points to.
Oh, absolutely. I highly encourage it.
Well, I've got runs on the board, Amy, so you are going to be desperate, aren't you?
Yeah, do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. Well, that's it for us for our little chit-chat, and we'll go and get ready for some sporting action. But while they do that...
Bringing it back to this week, we've been having a whole lot of fun with our sporting guests this morning in a wee competition we've called Sporty Swapsy. That's right, so we've had hockey, we've had trampolining, and now we're gonna have cricket. And one thing that my coach always told me back when I was a wee junior cricketer is that catches...
You were very good?
Well, that, yes, Stella, that, thank you very much, and catches win matches. So that's what we're going to do today here. So how it's going to work, we have our competitors set and ready, and they're going to have to come up and do a diving catch onto this cool bouncy castle-like diving catching castle thingy.
Contraption.
Katey's going to be throwing the balls there. So Amy, tell us, what's the key to a good dive catch?
We don't want to see any crocodiles. We want to make sure we get some really good extension.
Yep.
And I'm slightly worried about George because he's used to backing the ball away when he's in the goal. So hopefully he can actually get the hand around it.
Get the hand around it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So do you want to give us a demonstration of how
I
it
think
works?
you've talked up your game, so maybe
Have
a go.
There. Come.
Oh,
look at that, not bad.
Okay. So how much we run it to it? I think I'm going to slip over here, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, you ready, Katey? Okay.
No excuses.
All right, let's go. Okay. Oh gosh, already. Oh, there's the guns there. Okay, we're good. Okay, go. Oh!
great.
I wasn't supposed to guess that. Okay, you get the idea though. So we'll get underway.
Let's start this so no one gets hurt.
Okay, we'll get underway. So George, you're up first. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Oh, George nails the catch.
Nice.
Great job. Okay, let's go, Dylan. Oh, just through the grass there. So close. All right, Kimmy's turn now. Oh, great catch from Kimmy there as well. Okay, I think we might another round. Oh, here we go. Okay, we weren't done, but Dylan, please continue. All right, no, that's it. Okay, Amy, so you've seen everyone had a go there. So, who is going to be your runner-up today? 1 point.
Close one, to be honest, but I think we have to go with George for runner-up.
George for runner-up there. So 1 point coming to George, and who is our winner today for our Catches Win Matches competition?
Definitely Kimmy. Great extension there. Awesome job.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So congratulations, Kimmy and George, points on the board there. So let's take a look at the leaderboard, and it is Kimmy with 4, Dylan is on 2, Katey's also on 2, George is on 1, and Amy, you're actually yet to score, so she's going to start running away. But we still have the netball challenge coming up, so don't go anywhere.